Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Ryan. I'm just eating my dinner. It's been a year since I've been in the mental hospital. I just stay at my dad's. It's more sane than being at my mom's. And like I said, right now, no, I don't have a car. My stepbrother TJ has sex offense charges on Maryland K-Search. I don't talk to Kelly the violent girl, and like I said, my mixed friend Ray that hung out with my friend Ryan Cherry when I was young, unfriended me. I'm real sad about my friend Ryan Cherry's death. I've been hearing voices ever since I was 22, and I'm 31 now. It's been a year since I talked to Cheryl Lade. Every day I hear voices. They'll say things like the cat is not a litter box, or things like that. I don't know why. And on my personal Ryan Fair Facebook, there are always 12 people that exist, and 30 of them that don't like me, even though I'm a schizophrenic. That I can't explain away, where they have similar names and facial features, and looks and body types of other people. And really, my issue isn't with the Marjorie Brubaker woman. Even though I knew that she made Ryan George for a rip-off report. It's just, I've been in mental hospitals ever since I was 14. I told Alex and Courtney about my boyfriend, the new Jeffree Star. NCLA to watch National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. I like to watch Jackass and things like that. But schizophrenia isn't something that you can choose. And it took them a month to determine that I was a schizophrenic person. And it took them about 2 months for them to pay me for it. They legally qualified my paranoid disorder disability in a month. And like I said, I would go to mental hospitals all the time. But when my black friend died, and Alex messaged me and wanted to put me on rip-off report, I was like, okay. Well, I typed about Brooklyn rip-off report for a reason. Because my hope was that I would be able to walk away and live a normal life. But Ryan George for a rip-off report is out there forever. When I do get with girls, they cheat on me. I had a one-night stand with Gabby and she screwed me over. And I'm not a virgin. And like I said, only on one day when I was 13 I did things with Brian. And my dad would make fun of me because of that. He makes fun of me because Chevrolet was my boyfriend. But he never made fun of me because of Kelly J. Caudill. Only on one day. And I went to mental hospitals all the time. And I was just like, okay. People assumed I wasn't real. I hung out with my friend John Powell when I was 26. Even today, I don't have a car. Victor said a girl named Ave liked me. And Victor was with Rachel. And there was a girl named Haley in my classroom. And I went to Resource all the time. And the reason why I went to Forbush is because my family is dysfunctional. And the reason why Forbush kicked me out is because my home life was dysfunctional and I went to another alternative school. When I talked to Gary Lanier I was just like, yes, but my dad did not buy me a car. Even today, I don't have a car right now. And I was just like, my job was to sell black web, and surely it isn't racist. And certain people wonder if Daniel Bergoli is a schizophrenic. They said I had paranoid schizophrenia. They said I had OCD. They said I had autism. They said I had bipolar disorder. And they said I was a paranoid schizophrenic person. I was just like, you all want your precious Chevrolet to come back. There's no hate in my heart for Billy Wesley Fouts. I tried to kill myself 3 times. Jeff McGaney did my tattoos on me. I was in a cult for 3 years. There were times where I was Christian and Catholic, but my religious belief is that I'm Wiccan. When I first started to get injections, they were painful. Shelby, my first date, screwed me over, and I don't like my first girlfriend. My girlfriend with black hair is with someone else. And I was just like, well, you all want your precious Chevrolet to come back. Well, people assumed I wasn't even real, or if they did, they thought I was the boy with black hair and green eyes on Rip Off Report. And my mentality was that I was going to be a mind fuck to people if I just open up a YouTube channel and prove that I'm Ryan George Fair and 902 Jessica Slane. And I say that Chevrolet was my boyfriend. I say that he's not racist, and I say that there were a boy that has the YouTube channel and Christophian and things like that that has his abandoned kitten video. And like I said, I have a black rabbit and a turtle. And I was just like, my job was to sell black web when Alex wanted to put me on Ryan George Fair Rip Off Report, because I've been through a lot with this. My black friend passed away. I couldn't find a girlfriend. I watched Alex get with girls. And you don't ever see tweets about Alex's playgrounds, but once a week there's a new tweet where people think Charlotte is the funniest person alive. And he was my boyfriend from the time until I was 17 until I was 20. I just don't like him because I would argue with him all the time. I just like Kelly J. Caldwell only on one day. For some reason more. And like I said, because Charlotte was my boyfriend, I have the power to do the Black Lady voice, the White voice, and the Keisha voice. And I had a reaction to how it all. I was abused by Sugar Pride Act Team, and these 12 people on my Ryan Fair Facebook, and 30 of them that don't like me, have been real ever since I was 18 or 19. I would go to Ocean City with my dad. My job when I opened up Ryan Winning was to sell black web because Charolais was a very ugly chapter of my life. My mom's house, I call it the 1700 Dungarvan Courthouse of Horrors. My black girlfriend Tanya's dead. Matt Beckner attempted to rape me when I was 28. And Chris Sutton said, if you show me yours, I'll show you mine to me when I was little. I went without a car for years. I had bleeding issues in my behind that went untreated for years. My cat got out. Really, I was just like, they pay me $800 a month anyway. So my job was to sell black web. When I do get with girls, they shade on me. My voices are evil. I don't talk to my friend Eden anymore. I don't see it as being my fault. I had a psychosis. When Alex wanted to put me on Ripoff Report, I went to mental hospitals all the time. Ever since I was 14, I went to mental hospitals. The Meyer family was real sometime when I was 14, and they bullied me terribly. I met my friend Carl James Himes when I was 20, but and Victor replaced me with him. I would just sit in my room and want to talk to Victor. And then, like I said, when I turned 21 is when James became my best friend. And then Jeff McGaney did his in-house tattoos on me, and he was my best friend, but it was a cult. And I never talked to Jeffree Star, even though I'm Ryan George Fair. I just dealt with, slander pages, a watchful public that they believed I had black hair. going to mental hospitals, getting injections, watching cat videos on YouTube, hearing voices, Alex making fun of me because of my relationship with Sherul Aid. Even though people watch Jeffree Star call Sherul Aid all the time, and people think that I'm not even the real Ryan George Fair, that had Sherul Aid as my boyfriend for 4 years, and has answers to all kinds of questions that I never have to answer. Messages about how he feels about everybody on the internet. Going to Arrow. Going to drug classes with my mom. Being abused by Shepherd Pratt Act Team. Being 17 when Sherul Aid started with me. Being in 2 alternative schools. Being stolen from by Alex. Having them legally qualify my disability in a month. With my schizophrenia, I hear voices. My first girlfriend, Alicia, cheated on me. My first date named Shelby screwed me over. The way I look at it is I have a bypass, but I want to leave it in my past. And this is going on 23 minutes. My voices will write down all kinds of things. I'll never be able to work because I hear voices and things like that. I worked at ShopRite for 4 years. I worked at a McDonald's for a little bit. Really, I wish like a book publisher would be interested in Black Web. River school was the funnest years of my life. It's just friends never visited. I have bad depression because of my life. I was cheated on and Alex stole from me. And like I said, anybody can look up my stepdad on Maryland K Search. I can write 11 chapters about that. With Shirley, I just don't like him as my ex-boyfriend. My issue isn't with the Marjorie Brubaker woman. Even though that I know that she made Ryan George for a rip-off report. And I wish I could sue her for it. But I choose to forgive her for that. I just work out in my room. Nine months ago, me and my friend Austin did 3 threesomes. People in school just talk shit about each other. So I was like, okay, well this is going to be a test to see who my true friends are. If I have a psychotic break. And I prove that I'm Ryan George Fair and I just go a little bit over the edge. Open up a YouTube channel, talk about my experience with my time in a cult. And I talk about Alex, who steals from Ryan Glass. And thinks that he is some kind of big shit because he was on Larry King once. Meanwhile, Shirley is mentioned once a week. And I have all the answers to the precious Shirley questions. Because Billy Wesley Fouts came to my house for 4 years. I worked at ShopRite. I was in a cult for 4 years. I don't have a car. And I can't work because I'm a schizophrenic. And I was tired of being put on Ryan George for a rip-off report. When I've been in mental hospital so much over my situation. And my voices will write things to my friends that aren't true or that are made up. And this is going a half hour. I hope everybody's good from Ryan George Pratt. I'm in a good mood if you guys play Sims 4. My Sims 4 is Ryan Aliendo. Sometimes, they pay me on the 5th or the 6th of every month. That's when my disability money comes in. They said I had OCD, autism, bipolar disorder, Tourette syndrome, and schizophrenia. My voices are evil. Anybody can look up Tony Mitchell-Willie on Merlin K search. And I go to therapy sometimes. Margie, who calls herself Gigi, is always real. For some reason, I don't know why. Shelby screwed me over when I was 16. And Rachel was with Victor. No, Alicia didn't suck my dick when I was 14. Sam Hyatt was a pathological liar. I play cards with my friends at the lunch table. I talked to my friend Javier. And I had a girlfriend with black hair last year that's name isn't Alexis. My voices will write down all kinds of things. And Stripper Pratt act team abused me. I was just added on Facebook by Levi. And really my mentality was Black Web could be made into a book. And my black friend died. Alright, this is going on 33 minutes. I hope everybody's good for Ryan.